So I had the privilege, folks, to go and visit Right Proper and had a proper company tour. And it's really a sight to behold. You have to go check this out, especially the brew pub, which they share with the coffee. So they have coffee and beer, and it's a beautiful, a true neighborhood place, right? Close to CUA, you could just walk over there. It's along the subway there on the other side of CUA. Anyway, and so Thor invited me to the tour and then to the staff meeting. And that's a staff meeting like I have not seen before, because it involved you standing on a table at the wall. Tell me a little bit about, and you. This is what one of the things I also love is you.
Yeah.
It's what you call extreme transparent, radical transparency.
Well, I think you gave it that term, Professor Widmer.
You didn't give that term?
No, you did.
You, Andreas.
Yeah, you did. You did. So
so
we made a strong shift into a leadership management style. We identified who our customers were, which are just our distributors. Our job was to make our distributors' jobs easier, giving them the tools they needed so that their businesses could run more effectively. And then, and so I had to communicate from our distributors to our production staff and our management team here. This is what the plan is. This is what we're doing. This is where the demand is. And, things started to shift, and I started to have some very uncomfortable conversations with some of our management team, because I realized that they were making some assumptions because they saw big changes happening, and that they were making assumptions about our business that were incorrect. And so I would almost daily in this kind of defensive position, where I would often have this thought, well, if they saw the things that I saw, understood the numbers, understood the business from where, they would understand why we're doing things the way we're doing, or why decisions are being made the way they are. And so I was like, well, what if we just expose them to everything, really bring them in? And a good friend of mine owns the largest brewery in Washington, D.C., DC Brow Brewing Company. And we go on a long run together every Saturday morning. And we have been doing this for, I think, 5 years now. And on one of our runs, he mentioned what he called open book management as a management style. And I didn't know what that was, but I was intrigued. I Googled it when I got home, and I found a book called The Great Game of Business, written by Jack Stack from the Springfield Remanufacturing Corporation. And it was very inspiring, and it was a management platform. It was a structure of management that it involved sharing the financial information of the company throughout the company with everyone, teaching them what that financial information means, and how to use that information. So there's real kind of financial literacy that goes with it. And then making them equity partners in the positive outcomes, so if we hit our benchmarks, if we hit our budget numbers, that we all participate in the win. And so I worked with a financial coach. His name is Larry Chase. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. I highly recommend him. And he came in and kind of onboarded us with this. Now, when Larry left us, it was, we have a printer going off here. I apologize. When Larry left us, we did everything online. And so we had a Google Doc, and I had a projector, and we would meet. The team would meet together every Friday morning in our tap room, and we would open up the Google Doc on a projector, and we would go through a forecasting. And I decided to take it one step further beyond that. And I think this is where it becomes unique to me, where I had the thought, well, the result was everyone had a big eye-opening experience. There was this kind of collective, oh, you're not rich. And they understood how profit is generated, how cash is generated. We taught them, and we reinforce this every week. And then they learn how their job specifically factors into the overall health of the company. And so there is a direct line of sight between their daily work and the overall health of the business. And then we talk about that profit is not the purpose of the business. We have a purpose statement. We have a mission statement that gets us to the purpose statement. And then within the mission statement is a word, and that word is company. And that company is represented by our profit and loss statement. And that company does not exist, and therefore our mission does not exist, and therefore our purpose cannot be realized if that profit and loss statement does not have a black number at the bottom.